condition is pass. If condition 1 is pass, then it will execute only statement 1. If condition 1 is pass, it will execute only statement 1. If condition 1 is fail, guys, if condition 1 is fail, then it will check condition 2. It will check condition 2. Now see here. If condition 1 is pass, it will execute statement 1. If condition 1 is fail, then it will check condition 2. If condition 1 is fail, then it will check condition 2. If condition 2 is pass, then it will execute only statement 2. It will execute only statement 2. If condition 2 is fail, then it will execute statement 3 directly. It will execute statement 3 directly. Condition 1 is failed, condition 2 also failed, then directly else will execute. Can I write condition 3 also? Else if condition 3. Else is optional. Okay? If a first condition satisfied, then execute statement 1. If a second condition satisfied, execute statement 2. If a third condition satisfied, execute statement 3. Otherwise, don't execute anything. If condition 1 satisfied, then only statement 1 should execute. If a condition 2 satisfied, then only statement 2 should execute. If a condition 3 satisfied, then only statement 3 should execute. If these 3 conditions are not satisfied, execute statement 4. How to do that? If these 3 are not satisfied, then I want to execute statement 4. Do I need to write else if, or I should write only else? Only else. Then it will become statement 4. If a first condition satisfied, only statement 1. After this statement 1 is executed, this code will not execute. If a first condition satisfied, only statement 1 will execute, this code will not execute. If a condition 1 is failed, then it will check a condition 2. Condition 2 pass. Then statement 2 only will execute. Only statement 2 will execute. If a condition 2 is failed, it will check a condition 3. Condition 3 pass. Only statement 3 will execute. Condition 3 also fail. Then only statement 4 will execute. Now, do you understand the ladder? If one condition satisfy, execute one statement, else go for another condition, else go for another condition, else go for another condition. That ladder you can build. You know your grading system. If your marks are above 65, first class. Okay? If marks are below 65 and above 50, second class. If it is below 50, then third class. How many conditions they are checking? 3 conditions. How to check 3 conditions? Only if else sufficient? Only with if else can I do that? Only with if else you cannot do that. If you go for if else, only one condition you can check. If you go for if else, what is happening with the if else? How many conditions I am checking? Only one condition I am checking. If a condition satisfied, execute one statement. If a condition not satisfied, execute other statement. If you have a requirement to check only one condition, if else. If you have more than one condition to check, if you have more, can you call that? Guys, give me 1 minute. condition if a condition satisfy these statements. If a condition not satisfy, else statement will be executed. But here in the given requirement, how many conditions are available? If A is greater than 0, print one message. If A is less than 0, print other message. If A is not greater than 0, not less than 0, print other message. Can I develop this program by using only if and else? Can I do that by using only if and else? I cannot do that by using only if and else. Then I need to go for if, else, if ladder. When we should go for if, else, if ladder? If you have more than one condition to check, then we will go for if, else, if ladder. Okay? So fine. Writing if, else, if is optional. Writing else is optional. You can write simple if, just if condition you can write, if and else you can write, if, else, if you can write, if, else, if, else, if, else, if, else, if, multiple else ifs you can write. At the end you can write the else also. What is the purpose of this last else? If all conditions are, I want to execute some code. If all conditions are failed, I want to execute some code. Just observe this syntax. If condition 1, then statement 1. Else if condition 2, then statement 2. Else if condition 3, then statement 3. Else statement 4. Is this clear? Alright. If condition 1 is passed, then it will execute only statement 1. If condition 1 is failed, it will check condition 2. It will check it. If condition 2 is passed, then it will execute only statement 2. If condition 2 is failed, then it will check. It will check condition 3. Okay? If condition 3 is passed, then it will execute only statement 3. If condition 3 is failed, then directly statement 4 will be executed. Statement 4 will be executed. Look at this. Condition 1, statement 1. Condition 2, statement 2. Condition 3, statement 3. Else, statement 4 directly. Alright. Read this. If, else, ladder. If, else, ladder we are trying to create. Got it? Yes. Let us write a program. Class if, else, ladder, demo. What is the class name? If, else, ladder, demo. If, else, ladder, demo dot Java. Right. Inside this, what I am taking? I'm taking main. How to take this main? Public static void main string args. Public static void main string args. So here what we are using? A variable. Integer a is equal to 5. Integer a is equal to 5. Now I am going to write if first condition. Else if second condition. Then directly I'm going to write yes. So how many conditions we are checking? 2 conditions we are checking. Now if a greater than 0. Then what I want to do? System dot out dot println A is positive number. A is positive number. Else if A less than 0, then system dot out dot println A is negative number. A is negative number. Else system dot out dot println A is 0. A is 0. Understand? Yes. All right. Check this. Java C if else ladder demo dot Java. Java space if else ladder demo. What we are getting? A is positive number. Let me change the A value to -3. I'm changing the A value to -3. Now, first condition will satisfy? First condition will satisfy or will not satisfy? Will not satisfy. A greater than 0, false. It is a false, boolean, false value. If it is a false value, this line will execute? No. Then it will check? Else if A is less than 0, it is a negative number. 0 less than 0 only. Then condition satisfied. Second condition satisfied. When the second condition satisfied, negative number statement will be executed. Now save the program. Java C if else ladder demo dot Java. Java space if else ladder demo. If else ladder demo. A is negative number. Second condition satisfied. Suppose if I give A as 0, not greater than 0, not less than 0, it is equal to 0. Now check it. Testing. We are testing our program. So these are called test cases. These are why I am running my program 3 times. Why I am not running only 1 time? Here, first test case I gave A is equal to 5. First test case I gave A is equal to 5. This condition satisfied. Once this condition satisfied, this statement printed, can I say my program is correct? No. As a developer, you need to execute all the lines of the code to test it properly. That is the best practice of a development. Got it? Whenever you write the program, you before giving that project to the client, you need to test each and every line of the code. Okay? Suppose I developed the project, I tested login functionality working or not. It is working. Can I deliver project to the client? Yes, user can log in successfully. Can I deliver the project to the client? No. Why? The client is going to do only login. Client will do some other operations also. Without a testing, can you guarantee everything will work properly? No. So what we need to do as a developer? Testing. So developers are responsible for development plus testing also. Are you getting my point? So software testers will have less opportunities in the IT. Why? Developers also can do the testing. Development is like riding a lorry, driving a lorry. If you know how to drive a lorry, can you drive the car? If you know how to drive a lorry, 10-tire lorry, can you drive a 4-wheeler car? Can you drive a bike? Concept is different, but you can do it. So you are able to manage a big vehicle. Can't you manage a small vehicle? 100% you can do that, man. So if you know how to drive a bike, can you ride a cycle? Yes or no? So development is like driving a lorry. If you know how to drive a lorry, you can drive any vehicle in the market. Yes or no? Driving the lorry is difficult because 10 tires will be available. It will be lengthy. Taking U-turn is difficult. Making cut is difficult with the lorry. Right? If you know how to drive a lorry, you can drive any vehicle available in the market. Similarly, if you know development, you can work with any technology available in the market. Development is the difficult part in the IT. Development is the difficult part. If you know how to develop the project, can't you test the project? Yes or no? If you know how to develop the project, can't you test the project? Testing is a bacha kind of requirement. It is LKG standard. Click that button, see message is coming or not. Click this button, pop-up is coming or not. Check it, button colors are correct or not. Check it, button size is correct or not. That is called software testing. If you go to software testing class, what they will teach you know? Observe this website. How is the menu header? What is the font available? How the image is available? The image sizes are same or not? If you click on this button, pop-up is coming or not? In the pop-up, alignment is correct or not? They are going to test it. That is called testing. For the developers, testing is dead easy. If you know the development, testing is dead easy. Are you clear with this? 10th class student also can do the testing, man. Do we really need to do the BTech, MCA, MBA to do the testing? If you bring a 10th class student, I will tell him, "Arey, check all the buttons are working or not." He will play with the website. He will click every button. He will note down, "Sir, this button is not working. This button is working." Testing is completed. Understand? Do you really need to spend 4 months or 6 months of time to learn the testing? If you come to me, I will teach testing within 2 weeks of time. Testing will complete. Software testing 2 weeks is sufficient for that. Manual testing just 2 weeks course. It is just 2 weeks course. Automation means development. Selenium. For that you need to know the core Java. So that is the reason software testing they will take 4 months or 3 months, because testing only 1 week or 2 weeks. Java 1.5 months. Selenium 1 month. Total 4 months course finish. But opportunities? Less. Opportunities are less. Why? Every developer can do the testing. Now, if you are a developer, you are all-rounder. You can do the development, you can test that, you can deploy the code in the server also. That is the reason companies are asking full-stack developers. One person should know everything. One person should do everything. To be frank, nowadays, in some product-based companies, testing teams will not be available. The reason I am in my company, in my project, testing team is not available. We are individual contributors. We all are 7 years, 8 years experience, and my company is a product-based banking company. Half of my team members are from IIT. Half of my team members are from IIT. So we don't need any testing team. We are responsible to do the development, and we are responsible for testing. We are responsible for deployment. We are responsible for delivery. We are responsible for everything. We are responsible for everything. There is no separated testing team. We have to write the code. We have to test it. My code is working as expected or not. That's it. So whenever you are writing a code, you need to think about testing also. If you just test one condition, that is not sufficient, guys. Every line of code you have to test, because this line executed successfully, this line may not execute. Who knows? You execute and you test it first. Then only you give it to the others to test it. Development means combination of development plus the testing. Testing the project is also one of the responsibility for the developer. Are you guys clear with my point? Sir, if we are doing the development and testing, then what testers will do? Do you have that question? If we do the development and testing also, then what testers will do? Come on. No, man. Our developer mindset, tester mindset will be different. When we are testing the application as a developer, always we will go with the positive mindset. A tester will go with the negative mindset. That is the difference. I will test my application with a positive mindset. Tester will test the application with a negative mindset. What will happen is, when a developer is testing the application, when the developer is testing the application, I want to log in. I will give correct username and password and I will test it. Login success. I will test invalid email ID, invalid password, login. Okay, yes, it is working. First test I will do incorrect credential. Second test I will do correct credential. Okay, I will say that yes, positive scenario, my code is working. Negative scenario, my code is working. But tester will not test like that. Tester will test like this. He will give correct mail ID, incorrect password. Understand my point? So when the tester is testing, he will give correct mail ID, incorrect password, login, working. This time, give the correct password, give the incorrect mail ID. Those are permutations and combinations. Permutations and combinations. That is called negative mindset. They will test like this. Okay, this also working. After that, they will enter email ID and password. They will not click login. They will click enter. If I click on enter, is it working? They will say that some users will not click login. They will enter email ID password. They will click enter. When we click enter, it should log in. So such kind of scenarios will be available. Those scenarios will be tested by tester. And they will check heights, colors, borders, buttons, display, responsiveness, all the user interface they are going to check, and the functionality also they are going to check. As a developer, when it comes to the testing, we will feel some lazy. Arey yaar, ye mera code hai chalega. I have written this code, no need to test it. Such a kind of laziness will be there for the developer, because that is the confidence on ourselves. But overconfidence is not good, right? So that is the reason we need to test each and every code. After we have done the testing, again testers are going to test it to find the mistakes we have done. What is the duty of the testers? To find the mistakes done by the developer. If they find the mistakes in our code, इज्जत के सवाल है ना? If they find the mistake in our code, what is the meaning of that? ईगो हट हो जाएगा, लड़ाई भी हो जाएगा. वो बंदा बोलेगा ये काम नहीं कर रहा यार, कैसे टेस्ट कर रहा, ये काम कर रहा, मेरे सिस्टम पे काम किया था. That worked in my system. Why it is not working in system? दिखाओ एक बार. Seriously, developers and testers will never become good friends. Developers and testers will never become good friends in the company. Developer will see tester as an enemy, because they will point out our mistakes. They will point out our mistakes. So developers and testers will never do friendship in the company. अगर डेवलपर आए तो टेस्टर सही जाएगा, टेस्टर आए तो डेवलपर अरे यार इससे क्या है, बात ही मत करना. So that relation will not be good for the developers and testers in the company. Okay, they will find out our mistakes. Okay, so if you give chance for them to find the mistakes, then where is your quality? Where is your quality? So you need to challenge with the tester by this functionality I have developed. Find out the bug if you can. If you can find out the bug, you can find out. This is the development done by me. I am challenging you. You cannot find a single bug in my development because I have done the quality code. If they find 10 bugs in your code, it is not a development and testing, it is a drainage cleaning activity. If they find 10 bugs in your code, na, definitely complaint will go to your manager. Kya likha? What is the use of your code? They are able to find 10 mistakes in your code. Why are you doing the development? You are not fit for development. If they are able to find 10 bugs in your code, that means you don't have quality, you are not a good programmer, then they will have a meeting with you. Why are you giving bugs? Why there are 10 bugs available? Why there are 10 bugs available? They will say first time, second time, third time. Chale bahar. Bye bye. Your services are sufficient. So always you need to be very careful with the code that you are writing. If a tester is finding 10 bugs in your code, next time when testers see your face, they will laugh. Yes or no? Now, suppose I am working as a tester, he has done the code, I tested his code, I found 10 bugs in the code. I will, first time, okay, hi. Second time, again 10 bugs I got. That expression will come or not? Because, hey, kya kar raha bhai? What he is doing? So we will lose our importance in the project. We will lose our importance in the project. People will laugh at our face only if you are not doing the work properly. So you need to be very careful as a developer. Tester should struggle to find the mistake in your code. That is how we need to write the code. When the tester look at you, yeah, I am trying for 1 week, not able to find the bug in that developer code. That is how they need to feel. When they will feel like that, if you are strong in the coding, tester will cry to find the bug in your code. If you are not doing the quality code, then you will cry. Tester bugs will come. Keep on coming the bugs. You have to fix the bugs only. So that's why whenever you write a code, you need to test all the lines of your code before giving to the testing. Nowadays in some companies, testing teams are removing. In my company, my project especially, testing team is not available. We are responsible for development as well as for testing also. Even deployment also. Front-end development, back-end development, testing, DevOps. With the AWS cloud, all-rounder. Everything we have to do. Got my point? Yes. Now, let us test our program. Java C, if-else ladder demo.java. Compilation success. Java C, if-else ladder demo. Now, what happened? A is positive. Why A is positive? A is greater than 0. Okay, my program is working. Can I stop it? No. Why? How many statements executed in my testing? Only one. What about remaining statements? They are not executed. I have to test them also. How can I test them? I will give -5. I will give -5. Java C, if-else ladder demo.java. Java C, if-else ladder demo. A is a negative number. One more testing is pending. A is equal to 0. A is equal to 0. Alright. Java C, if-else ladder demo.java. Compilation success. Java C, if-else ladder demo. A is 0. Are you able to test the program? All the conditions are satisfied? All the conditions are satisfied in the single run? No. 3 times I have executed. Every time I have satisfied one condition. If first condition satisfied, this statement will execute. If a second condition satisfied, this statement will execute. If both conditions are not satisfied, this statement will execute. Are you clear with if else, else, else? Three variants available for the if. Simple if else, if else. Alright. So when to go for only if? Only simple if. When to go for simple if? Only check the condition. If condition satisfied, do the action. Otherwise, don't do anything. Then go for simple if. If a condition satisfied, do one action. If a condition not satisfied, do another action. Then if else. I want to check more than one condition. If else, we are going to do. Okay, now, can I give one task on this? Can I give one task on this? Now, in the IT company, based on your experience, there will be a designation for you. Getting my point? What I told? Based on your experience, your designation will be decided in the company. When you join as a fresher, you will be called as a associate engineer. When you join in the IT company as a fresher, if you have 0 to 1 year experience now, when you have 0 to 1 year or 0 to 2 years, when you have 0 to 2 years experience, you will be called as associate engineer. That means you are equal to fresher. 0 to 2 years experience means you are equal to fresher. Then they will give the role as associate engineer. Okay. Now, when you have 2 to 4 years experience, when you become 2 years experienced person, then they will call you as software engineer. Then they will call you as a software engineer. Now, when you have 4 to 7 years experience, when you have 4 to 7 years experience, then you will be called as senior software engineer. Or sometimes it will go like this also, 2 to 5 software engineer. Then 5 to 7, then you will become senior software engineer. Okay? 7 to 10 years experience, those people will become managers. Those people will become a manager. So this is some role, designation. Now, I want you to, क्या हुआ? उसको बुलाना मैं. Now, I want you people to write a program to decide the role based on the experience. Understand my point? Yes. Read the requirement. Develop a Java program to decide role of software engineer based on his or her experience. Yes. Can you hear me now? Yeah. I want you to develop a Java program to decide role of software engineer based on experience. If your experience is 0 to 2 years, then associate software engineer. The output should be associate engineer. If the person experience is 2 to 5 years experience, output should be software engineer. If experience is 5 to 7 years, output should be senior software engineer. If experience is 7 to 10 years, output should be manager. Are you guys getting my point? Senior software engineer. If experience is 7 to 10 years, output should be manager. Are you guys